I used to weigh 230 pounds, dude. Like I used to be like really big, and I slowly like was like starting to lose weight, but like it was weird because I really like I told myself like, man, I want to try this fighting stuff out, and then like kind of getting my foot in the door, you know, you start falling in love with it more and more, and you start seeing progress, and then you're like, oh shit, dude, and like, you know, like next thing you know, like you're fucking fighting, man, and especially like the way I started, man. Like I started my career 0-2, and it was like that shit could have like broke a lot of people, man. Like, you know, like a lot of people would be like, man, like, you know, this ain't for me, and I stuck with it, man, and just got better and better, and then it got to a point where like it was like I kind of saw it taking a positive toll on me. Like I was able to get a lot of negative energy out.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Giuliano, and I'm joined today with Edwin Pena. Edwin, the current 145-pound NEF featherweight champion. Edwin just won the title back at NEF 61 a couple of weeks ago. Edwin, how are you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Living the dream.
Yeah. How did it feel to win that title?
Oh man, it felt good, man. Like I'm still kind of like in my head, I'm like, did it really happen? And then like you know, but it's kind of good, man, because I feel like more confident now. I mean, I've always been a little confident, but now it's kind of like like my confidence kind of hit like another level, you could say.
Yeah.
Like because it's like in a way I'm like I kind of like I'm not, I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but it's like a good stamp, you know, like to be like, okay, man, like you're doing good.
Yeah, it kind of puts you above, you know, like where you should be. You're number one. You're the champ, you know?
Yeah.
How did it feel to go all 5 rounds?
It felt good, man. It was a war, I could say. Like we went at it, man, and he's a tough kid. You know, I had a feeling like because I never look for finishes, but if they come, like, you know, like I'm down, but like I had a feeling like we're kind of gonna go all 5 rounds because just like his fighting style and the momentum he had, you know, he was on a 3-fight win streak also, and then just kind of like when I dropped him in the first round and kind of like he was able to kind of like withstand that, and I was like, all right, you know, like this kid's tough. Yeah. And I'm kind of glad that we went 5 rounds because it kind of shows me like, all right, bro, like you got the durability, your cardio's good to go 5 rounds and stuff. Especially because I've never made it to like even a 3. Like usually like I finish like people like in a second or stuff like that. So it's like that's kind of good. It kind of gives me like a you know, like the nod. Like, all right, bro, like if it has to go 5 rounds, you're good. Yeah.
So going into the fight, your opponent, Julian Connerton, what were you expecting him to do anything different that he did in the fight, or did he kind of do what you thought he would do?
I kind of expected him to want to like strike more, just because based off like kind of like the energy we were giving each other, like at face-offs, we were kind of like talking back and forth and stuff, and you know, but it's one of those things like I was kind of ready for everything, but I did expect him to be standing more. But I think like I started touching him up, and he like, you know, kind of felt my power, but like it was one of those things like I was able to adjust like in my camp. Because coach was telling me, coach was like, man, this kid's gonna want to shoot, and stuff, and you know, and he was coming off like a triangle win and stuff, so we were drilling like grappling all the time, but me, I feel like I'm a striker first before anything, and that's why I prefer to keep the fight. But I was ready like with my grappling, like the get ups and stuff. Like he did have good takedowns, but I didn't let him settle. Like I would.
Yeah, no, you did a great job. I was commentating that night, so you did a great job at just sprawling and then popping right back up. If he took you down, you would like pop right back up to your feet.
Yeah.
So you did a great job at doing that and keeping your distance.
Yeah.
Do you like to grapple?
I started liking it a lot more now because it's one of those things like I feel like it is like I feel like my biggest strength is like my hands, and like, but I'm one of those people like I don't just focus on my strengths. Like I want to get my weaknesses like up to par. That way I could be a complete fighter. And I started enjoying it a lot more now. But back then I used to hate it, man. I used to, oh my God, dude. But it was just like, it's weird because it's like one of those things I never thought I would get decent at it. And the more I did it, I started just getting like even like one of my fights I won by rear naked choke and stuff like that. and I beat Skylar Valancourt, which he's like a purple belt, and like kind of being able to kind of like hang with him on the ground and stuff, and not get into bad positions. It kind of boosts my confidence and stuff, and like I feel like it's getting better, and I enjoy it a lot more now too. Like I actually look forward to the grappling practices now and stuff.
Yeah, you're pretty tall for a 145er in general, so I would. You seem like you're built more for striking.
Yeah,
pretty tall. How's your weight cut when you go to 145?
This last one was a little rough. It was like cause usually I'm getting better at it, man. Cause usually I would walk around like 170, and and I would be able to make weight, like no problem, like stuff like that. Like the week of, I'll cut like 20 pounds, but it's like now like I'm getting a little older and my body's like changing, like it's like adapting and stuff. So now I need to start walking closer to like the 65 at the highest, like preferably like 60. But it's like it's weird because I sweat a lot, man. So like I cut a lot of weight like easily, but those last few pounds, man, it's always rough. But
what do you walk back into the cage at? Do you know? During
I think I walked in. I was like 163, 162. Which is actually weird because usually I go in like 170, like I'll balloon right back up to like my regular flat, but I felt way better. Like I didn't feel like as bloated, and like I felt like really smoother. So I feel like it's one of those because with it being a 5-round fight, I kind of like I actually ate smart, like rehydrating and stuff. Like I didn't go crazy. And I felt really good, man. Like even in the back warming up, like I felt sharp and stuff like that. And so it's one of those things. Like I'm gonna get it to where I'm walking around like 60, highest like 63, 65, but mostly like stay around like 60. Yeah. Because I felt great, man. Like I felt good this fight.
How was your fight camp leading up to your fight, knowing that it was a title fight? So you were training for 5 rounds. Was that kind of shifted your mindset at all, training for a title?
Yeah, it kind of our team, we already like go crazy. Like we already like we put in a lot of work and stuff, and outside of training, like with like team training, I was doing a lot more like running. I was like I normally run a lot as it is in general, but I was doing more of like sprints and like weight vest training and stuff just to get my body like used to like when I'm tired, like being able to push past it and stuff. But training camp was rough, man. But every training camp is always rough, like but I feel like it's like I add on to it. So it's like training camp gets easier, not really, but like my body's already conditioned to going through a training camp and then getting right back, because I'm always training. Like that's the thing, is like I haven't fought in like, before this fight, I haven't fought in like a year and 2 months. Yeah. So like I'm pretty sure everyone was like, oh, he's gonna get tired. Oh, like he's gonna be like, but it's like I literally like I love this shit, man. Like I literally train like all the time. If I'm lucky if I take a day off like on the weekend. Yeah. But it's one of those things. Like I do love training, man. So
was there a reason for your long layoff?
Last year I was supposed to fight. I forget when. But my opponent, I was supposed to fight William Lagasse, and he pulled out, like literally, like pulled out the week of, and at the beginning of the year of like he pulled out, like that was supposed to be like around the middle of, I forget what month, but it was supposed to be like around the middle, and I was supposed to fight at the beginning of last year, but I had tore my MCL like on my knee, so I was out for like a month or like a month and a half, and just recovery and stuff, and just kind of wanted to take my time to get get back, make sure that I'm good. I didn't want to risk anything. Yeah. And but that's really what it was, man. And then the fight with Lagasse fell through, and it was like one of those things. Like I was like, all right, man, let me just take this. But it was kind of good, man, because the year before that, I fought 5 times, like in 1 year. Yeah. So I was fighting like literally like almost every 2 to 3 months, so it was kind of good in a way, because I kind of got a chance to get like a little break, let my body recover, and kind of just sit back and think about things,
Yeah. So currently you're 4-2 right now as an amateur, and we're at the beginning of the year. So, what are you looking to accomplish throughout the rest of the year?
Man, I just want to keep fighting, man. I want to ride this momentum, whatever my coach feels like I should do next,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like one of those things. I'm 28, and it's like I'm not young, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm also still got I also got a good amount of time in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to defend the belt a few times. Maybe go pro by the
Mm-hmm.
end of this year, or maybe the beginning of like somewhere near next year. But like that's my goal. But I don't want to I want to make sure that all my X's are crossed out.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm ready to take that next step, and just defend the belt a few times,
Mm-hmm.
and then that will give me more confidence to be like, okay, like you're ready now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely want to stay active this year. Like I really do.
That's good. Are you planning on fighting on the Bango card in May?
I got to see what coach wants too, man. Because he's also looking for me to fight in different states now too and stuff, just to
Okay.
kind of get my experience like more
Mm-hmm.
up and stuff.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's all up to him. But I feel like I'm gonna have some fight news here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because
good.
yeah, because I healed pretty good, man. Like this last fight was a war, and
Yeah.
but I'm good now. Like I'm back. I was back to training like the week after. I was like back to training, and I'm still feeling sharp. And it's weird because I always feel like after a fight, you kind of like take a little bit, like
Mm-hmm.
you grow a little bit, like you take something from your opponent, and I can see it like in sparring and like in training. I'm like more like it's like a little quicker, a little sharper. Like it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
your body got an update.
yeah,
Yeah. It's like you
yeah,
got an update, a vision update or something.
yeah.
Yeah. So how do you like training with a whole bunch of guys? Because I know Vision Quest sometimes you'll have more than one fighter on the same fight night. How do you like training with multiple guys for the same night?
Oh man, it's awesome, man. I personally like it because it's like everyone knows, like, all right, bro, like we kind of got to step up. And
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things like we make each other better, like I'm always learning from my teammates. I'm always taking things in, and and also I like to see like the growth of my teammates, like my own growth. And
Mm-hmm.
like cuz we're like a family, man. Like we really are. We're a tight-knit group, and like we make each other better, but like the way we do that is like putting each other through the fucking fire,
Yeah,
like
you got to beat each
kind of.
other up.
Yeah, and then like after practice we're like, all right, man, like we're good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, like they push me, man. Like I definitely I love training there because they push me, like like I'm training with dogs, and
Mm-hmm.
it's always like when you got to fight, like you pretty much don't get a break. Like you're in there like the whole time, like in sparring, you're
Mm-hmm.
rotating people, and like so it's good. You get different looks, and like you get a lot of different looks because I feel like every one of my teammates is like unique. Like we all got that one thing. Like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, this guy you got to watch that, and this guy you got to watch this, and
Yeah.
it's like, and then you put it all together, and you're like, okay, and you start learning, and then also like Ryan, he's so experienced,
Yeah.
like it's like one of those things like he's always schooling me and like things to do, not just like with training and stuff, like even just like the steps to take, like with recovery and like stuff like that. He's
Mm-hmm.
helping me a little more on my diet,
Yeah.
getting that right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then like everyone's just a killer in their own way, so we kind of
Mm-hmm.
like bring the best out of each other all the time.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Iron sharpens iron is
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
say.
no,
Definitely.
yeah.
What got you into MMA?
So pretty much, I'm from North Carolina. I've been up here
Okay.
for like maybe like 4 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of trained back home, but it wasn't nothing like too serious. And I used to always get into like a lot of shit, man. Like I used to always like, cause I kind of got a big mouth, and like I don't take stuff from people. Like I'm one of those people like if I win or lose, like I don't care, bro. Like I'm willing to die for my respect type of thing.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things like, all right, man, like and I kind of was like like fighting all the time, and I thought like, bro, what's a way that I could like use this for like something positive?
Yeah.
And then I moved up here, man, and it was like I found Vision Quest, and it really like I used to weigh 230 pounds, dude. Like I used to be like really big, and I slowly like was like starting to lose weight, but like it was weird because I really like like I told myself like, man, I want to try this fighting stuff out,
Mm-hmm.
and then like kind of getting my foot in the door, you start falling in love with it more and
Yeah.
more, and you start seeing progress, and then you're like, oh shit, dude, and like like next thing you know, like you're fucking fighting, man, and especially like the way I started, man, like I started my career 0-2. And
Mm-hmm.
it was like that shit could have like broke a lot of people, man. Like like a lot of
Yeah.
people would be like, man, like this ain't for me. And I stuck with it, man, and just got better and better. And then it got to a point where like it was like I kind of saw it taking a positive toll on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was able to get a lot of negative energy out. Like now if someone tries to start something with me, I'm just like, bro, like I'm good, man. Like like chill out,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. You
cause
know.
yeah, because I'm tired all the time, man. Like in
Yeah.
training, I'm just like, bro, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good, man. And then kind of the whole like aspect of it, like like I started watching UFC, and then
Mm.
that kind of took over. Like like
Yeah.
my YouTube search history used to be
Yeah.
like basketball rap videos, and now it's like straight UFC highlights. Like
Yeah. Do you have a favorite fighter?
I'll have to say Max Holloway, man. Like I'm
Okay.
a big Max Holloway fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Featherweight champ.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Do you ever try and emulate anyone in particular?
Not really, because I'm like I go more based off feel, and also like
Mm-hmm.
me being a southpaw. There's not really like if I do, it's more like boxers. Like I look
Mm-hmm.
like at Tank Davis and like Shakur Stevens, because it's like those guys are more fit to my style.
Mm-hmm.
But like not really, man, cause I just feel like I just want to see what I'm comfortable with, and I'll find the things that I feel like work for me, and I'll
Yeah.
just try to keep those things, like keep sharpening those things, and then like start adding, like slowly,
Mm-hmm.
just keep adding to my like like my toolbox, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you do for like? Do you have a day job, a normal regular day job outside of your training and fighting?
Yeah, so during the week I work part time at Dunkin' Donuts,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'll go train, and then after I'll go to work. Then after work I'll go lift or either do some bag work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then weekends I work at Vic Firth. I make drumsticks and drum pads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sucks, man, because like my schedule is always packed. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, like I kind of want to see how far I could go with this fight thing. But
Yeah.
it's like, you kind of got to have money, man, because
Yeah.
equipment's expensive. You want to get
Yeah.
new gloves and stuff like that. And, so it's like one of those things, like I just keep grinding and, like just see how my body holds up. And,
Yeah.
like the good thing is my jobs, they know I'm like a fighter. So they work with me. Like if
Mm-hmm.
I got to train or if I got to cut weight and stuff, like they work a schedule with me to where,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't make it too hard on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. You find a happy medium between each thing. You can do what you
Yeah.
love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, do you have any other like fighters in mind, like regionally that you want to fight, or do you just
Um,
kind of who's ever's in front of you, you just want to take them out?
yeah, that's pretty much how I am, man. Like, like I feel like my how my famous quote is, anybody could get it. Like, and that's pretty much how I feel, man. But I do want to fight the better guys, like people that I feel like earned it. Like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like that are gonna help me grow. Like kind of in those fights and those wars, like with Julian. Him having a lot of fights.
Yeah.
It was like a step up, and it was like a thing where in my head I was like, I get to prove everybody wrong. Like, everyone's
Mm-hmm.
like counting me out type of thing, and in my head I was like, bro, I get to like literally prove everybody wrong. And those are the type of fights I like, man, because those are the type of fights that motivate me. That I'm like that. I'll run an extra mile. I'll stay like
Mm-hmm.
an extra 5 minutes. Like doing workouts, like and stuff like that. Like it's like those type of fights I want, but like kind of up and comers. Like just trying to call a title shot. I'm not really interested in. I mean, if it has to happen, then it'll happen. But I'm
Yeah.
more interested in like more like seasoned fighters with like good records, like
Yeah.
like and take those guys out.
Mm-hmm.
And because that's how I'm gonna grow. Like I don't want to just keep fighting like guys that are coming up or
Yeah.
like stuff like, because I'm not gonna get anywhere. Like I
Yeah.
want people that are experienced and kind of the best of the best that I could get.
Totally. Totally. Do you ever think you're gonna go up in weight? because you did say you kind of the weight cut was kind of hard for you, but do you ever feel like a 155-pound weight class at lightweight would be better for you?
Nah, I kind of just because not really, just because of the I can make 45. Like the thing is like when I'm disciplined and actually like I can make 45 like easily like
You
when
looked
I
in
eat.
great shape when you were on fight night. I mean, you looked
Yeah.
totally like you didn't look sucked out. You didn't look too sucked out at the weigh-ins. You looked good.
Yeah, no, and it's one of those things, man. Like, I like that weight class because I'm like, I feel like no one's gonna be bigger than me. If anything, I'll get someone like the same size,
Yeah.
but I feel like I won't be like out like muscle. And also like those 55ers, man, they walk around a little bigger, you know, like
Yeah.
so it's like one of those things. I will have to like bulk up and stuff and do
Yeah.
all that jazz, but. I'm not like I feel like 45 is like home for me. I just I just got to be a little more disciplined. That and it's coming now because like now I kind of got the motivation. Like all right, bro, like you can't really fuck off right now because like you're you're a champion.
Yeah, you got a little taste of gold now. You know what
dude.
it takes.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you celebrate after you won?
Well, to be real, man, we went to a Mexican restaurant and Coach has this thing where it's like a belt tour. Where you pretty much take pictures everywhere you go with the belt. So I was at like a Mexican restaurant, Texas Roadhouse, like right next to the bread rolls. Like just when I went to the hotel, I like did the little Henry Cejudo where he like put the belt on the pillow, put the blanket over it, like like that. But I didn't really go too crazy, man, because man, when that adrenaline wore off, like I was like my body was like
I bet you hurt.
Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah, so when my adrenaline wore off, and I'm like, yeah, I need to go home and chill, dude. Like, so me and my girlfriend just went home, just relaxed, we watched The Hangover, just chilled pretty much, and ate. I went a little crazy, ate a little ice cream and stuff.
Nice. Do you have a favorite like meal that you look forward to after you finish fighting?
Yeah, dude, Texas Roadhouse, and the crazy thing is, it's not even like a main course. It's the rolls, dude.
Yeah, the rolls.
Yeah, bro. So let me tell you, dude. So what I do is I'll get my meal and shit, but every time I get my meal, I make sure that one of my sides is the chili.
Yeah.
And look, dude, you got to try this. So like you get a roll.
Yeah.
And you like dig like a little hole in it with like a spoon, and you get the chili, and you put it inside the roll. And dude, oh my god, dude, like it's crazy because I'll eat like 15 rolls, then my real food comes out, and I'm like, damn, I'm full now.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. I've only been there once, but I mean, I guess I got to go back now and try that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for joining me today, Edwin Pena, the new 145-pound NEF flyweight champion. Edwin, I'm going to give you the floor. Feel free to give any shout-outs, thank yous, sponsors. The floor is yours.
All right. Yeah, I just want to shout out my teammates, Ryan Sanders, Max Rogers, Robert Dunphy, Tim Murray, all those guys, Jay, Chainsaw, like Dylan. Like, I know I'm forgetting some because I'm a little retarded sometimes. I mean, I say that, but I'm a little slow sometimes. But yeah, and shout out to Coach, man. Like that man changed my life a lot. He really did. Like, like he's giving me the knowledge and things like that to like move forward, get better as a fighter, and grow. And I just want to shout out my sponsor, PHC Maine, the best delivery service in Maine. Like those guys, they actually helped me a lot, man. Like they look out for me. Like they're my first sponsor. Well, one of my I got another sponsor, Harrington Bros, but they're like my only two sponsors, and I just want to shout them out. Shout out to my family, my mom, my sister, my dad, and shout out to Maine, dude. Like I love Maine. Yeah, and just want to tell all the other 45ers, just watch out, like before you come over here, like you got to make sure you're ready, because I'm ready. I'm always ready, like Nice. And yeah, I look forward to entertaining more people with my fights, and having dog fights and growing as a fighter, and just seeing how far I could take this.